Hello, and well, I can't say welcome back to Sparky's Tech Corner. So I got some things I need to explain. Um, yes, this is not Sparky's Tech Corner. Uh, I made a video about a day before this actually happened. So, short story is this: whenever Kamiso GmbH struck my channel. And then they went after and they struck another video on my channel, and that left my channel itself with two strikes. At that point in time, I went ahead and decided I was just gonna go ahead and let those strikes run down. That was gonna run down at the end of the year. Because there's really not much I can do. Kamiso's GmbH. Let's make this perfectly clear. They are not a legitimate company. From everything I found, their address leads to either a drama school in the middle of Germany or the graveyard that's right next to it. It just depends on what map you look it up. So at this point in time, I am inclined to believe that these are just kids or professors or whatever in this school. They developed some sort of a program that tracks through stuff. There's people involved, there's bots involved. It's a gigantic scam in my book. There's really not much I can do to basically protect myself with that. Even if I wanted to go for any kind of legal ramifications after talking to a lawyer and stuff like that, there's really not a lot that I can do. Because the simple fact of, yeah, there's an address. From everything we found, they don't respond to correspondence from emails. That's true. I've got the proof of that. They are bullheaded. If you resist them, they will maliciously go after you and try to take your channel down, and that's exactly what happened to Sparky's Tech Corner. So, for those of you out there, I know what you guys say is like, oh, he's trying to circumvent YouTube's policies, and now he's made that. No, first off, I really don't give a damn what YouTube thinks, because I was wrongfully terminated. And to explain a little bit about that, so after they struck the second video, the first one was Violet Garden episode 3, and then the second one was Godzilla Single Point episode 11. Once they struck those two videos, I went ahead and played it safe, and I took down every video on my channel. I privated it. They didn't have any of the links to it, so they couldn't find it. But I took down every video on my channel to protect myself from a third strike. At least so I thought. Since they were so adamant to go after videos on my channel, and since I pushed back against them, and they clearly threatened me. The entire time I was talking to them, they were using big words such as, you perjured yourself, now we're gonna call your law enforcement and let them deal with you. And it's like, I'm sorry, the DMCA is not meant for that. And for people using the DMCA for that, they are abusing the system. Now, as far as Kamiso GmbH, as far as any kind of legitimacy that they have towards any of these walks that they say they have, I highly doubt it. And it's one of those situations that I'd be more than glad to challenge it. But I don't know what that's going to be in the form of. Because as far as I can tell, there has been no lawsuits made by them. I've looked at everyone that's listened, their staff, I believe Jill Wilkinson, Tracy Brown. Tracy Brown's an alias. Tracy Brown's been around in that company, if you look around, since like 2016, 2015, actually from the very beginning. It's really hard pressed to tell me that the exact same email that's not some sort of a handle has been dealing with all these spurious takedowns. You don't have a multitude of people. And that's where one part of it catches my eye. Another part of it is how they direct stuff to different streaming sites on their actual website. So the whole thing's been fishy. But back down to the actual story of what happened. I thought I was safe. I thought I was good. Everyone in the watch clubs was down. I even took down questionable live streams and AMVs on my channel that had animated content in it, just because the fact of I didn't know what these guys were gonna do. They clearly threatened me. They clearly said that they were gonna go out to different videos on my channel, and the third strike they put was on a video talking about them. I didn't even show. The only thing I really showed in that video was maybe a second to 2 seconds of my own video through another filter. So you can't even tell what it was, but just a second to 2 seconds out of an 8-minute video of my original video, basically showcasing what it was. How I, what I did on my videos, the overlay, the background. As you know, if I can, probably orient myself, you see me right above here. The list of people is about right down here through this list. About right in here, you got the title banners and stuff like that. Across the top, you have scrolling banner. And then right there, and this is the main thing that it has, I had the entire episode. And it was stuck on the fact it was the entire episode. Even though it's not the entire episode. It's silent. It's obscured. It's not a marketable substitute. I'm clearly transforming it and critiquing it. I'm clearly putting commentary. I'm putting my own spin on it. It is being used as a creative works for fair use. They struck that video. They struck a video criticizing them. And I can't lie, I got something in the works. The problem is it's got to take time, and I actually have no way of tracking it. It's all dependent up to YouTube. I've had a lot of support from different people on YouTube, through Discord, Twitter, and other places such as that. I mean, I've had a lot of help trying to get spread the word out there about this company. And make no mistake, this is going to be, once I figure everything out, what's going on, even if, don't get used to seeing this channel here, because I don't know how vindictive YouTube's going to be. Because clearly I'm the victim here. I've submitted counter notices to all 3 of the videos again. And I had to go through a email process this time, since I don't have access to the channel. I can't tell you what videos are up. I can't tell you what videos were down. I can't tell you what videos were struck, except for what's listed to me in the email. I just got an email today stating that the channel itself and the 2 subsequent channels I was building on, STC Repair and STC Gaming, were taken down. Even though I've got a counterclaim in process. It's like they're fast stepping on this, trying to get rid of my content, my channel. We're probably even looking at the exchanges of what happened between me and Miso GmbH. And I included the emails in the counter notification. By the time I got done with this, and I got done typing it, and I had my legal counsel, which is also somebody I know, look through it. And pretty much, I came up with a draft. They went through it. they liked where it was going. I typed it up. I had a couple of people go through and proofread it, correct some, errors and mistakes because I want this thing to be as legitimate as possible. And by the time I got done, this email consisted of a 6 to 7 page essay summary of about 5,000 plus words of everything that happened from the first strike on up to the channel termination. And I've sent that to YouTube. That includes emails, that includes everything I've said, that includes the threats that were made against me, that includes the stopping of communications, and also includes the links to the videos that were struck, and examples of other channels that I mirrored, that I took my idea for Anime Watch Club on. So, they tell me it's a 10 to 14 day process. I submitted that in last night around, I believe, 10 p.m., 11 o'clock p.m. I got a notice today, not from the copyright department, but from YouTube saying, hey, we've detected that, your channel's been, we're terminating these 3 channels. And I'm saying, going is like, you're not even giving me a chance to defend myself. So, my advice to anyone out there that's doing commentary, well, not commentary, but anime commentary, reviews, reactionaries, and stuff like that. YouTube's not gonna listen. They've had Kamiso GmbH has had so much success by bullying smaller YouTube channels. They have a high DMCA strike to rejection record. So, unfortunately, what happens is YouTube looks at that and goes, well, they must be in the right. Because they've went after so many channels that didn't know anything about the law, that didn't know anything about fair use, that didn't know anything about copyright, that didn't know the underhanded tactics and what this company was. And it's empowered them, and it's emboldened them, and it's made them very dangerous to anyone that's out there doing any kind of content revolving around anime. They even went after a site just because they said the word good day. It's totally preposterous. It's totally BS. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm hoping that the 7-page email that YouTube has received from me is going to be adequate enough for them to at least reconsider looking at these guys and go, whoa, maybe we need to step back and do something. My goal and my hope is to get either one or all of the strikes removed off the old channel. Now, I'm not 100% confident that I'm going to get all the strikes removed, because YouTube has changed the DMCA policies to a point that they will side more with the copyright striker than the copyright counter notification person, especially if they have a high, strike to success rate on their stuff. And that's one of the reasons why I'm having such a big issue. This ain't the same thing like Susie Lou was going through when she was being false DMCA'd. That was a stupid fucking kid in his basement and had nothing potentially behind his belt. This is a scummy ass company that's DMCA'd hundreds, if not thousands, of channels. And I went through Twitter, I went through Facebook, and I've lost count around 200 to 300 people that I've seen that's actually lost their channels to these guys. And I can say, I'm one of them now. The problem is, I'm not going to go down quietly. I'm too stubborn for that, and I'm too proud for that. I've got too much Native American in me, and it's just not going to happen. So I'm hoping that, with any luck, I can get at least the one strike off my channel. And the strike I'm talking about is on the live stream. live stream is called Copyright Strike by Kamiso GmbH Violet Evergarden Episode 3 Anime Watch Club. And I believe the only reason why there's only two reasons why I can see they struck it. One, because it had the name and they just assumed. Which, again, pretty much dictates and states that they don't follow fair use guidelines. They didn't look at the video and they didn't consider it before they hit the strike button. Or the second, it's because I struck a little too close to home in my conversations with them in the email. And they wanted to shut me up. And it's what's for any other channel beforehand. But that's where it stops for me. And since it had the name in it, and they figured, hey, well, he took the rest of his videos down, so we got nothing else to strike him at. Let's go back to this one, because this will be his third strike. Once he gets his third strike, not a damn thing he can do about it. And I said, if it wasn't for, I'm gonna throw out a couple names here. But if it wasn't for Steve, Joe, Susie Lou, if it wasn't for Tyro, if it wasn't for Atheist, if it wasn't for Rogue, Pan, Antoine, Dr. Hub, Director Arcuter, many more that I can count. Everyone that responded to me on Twitter, everyone responded to me on YouTube, every one of you guys. Thank you very much, because it's really been helpful. If it wasn't for the form I received from a certain group of individuals, I probably wouldn't be able to have access to actually contacting YouTube and getting this kind of notification take place. Like I said, my goal is to not get all the strikes removed. My goal is to get one strike removed. But I have to put in a detailed record of all the events that happened leading up to that point to make it, well, basically paint the story how it is. It's a scum company. It's a scummy ass company that falsely accuses people of piracy when clearly it's fair use. Now, as of this point, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if this channel's going to remain up, because YouTube's policies state that technically I'm not allowed access to the platform no more because I got 3 strikes, even though they were unjustly warranted. So I don't know if this channel's going to be up. I don't know what the future is going to be for Anime Watch Club. As of right now, it's shelved. As far as I'm concerned, it's shelved. However, does not mean I'm going to be stopping the production of Anime Watch Club. Until I can figure out what to do, whether to go to a different site, Rebel, Vimeo, I don't think I can do Twitch, BitChute, whatever. So I can figure out what's going on. I'm still going to be making content with all of my, with all of the people that come in and do Anime Watch Club with me, and I'm going to try to get a lot more content done, and the goal is still going to be the same. I'm going to be editing videos, I'm going to be making these videos in such a way that not even a stuck up fucking lawyer and Nat's ass can look at the video and go, okay, that violates some sort of copyright. Unfortunately, I've got to do that to keep dumbass companies like this from doing shit like this, even though it's clearly fair use and it's clearly transformative, and I'm going to fight that tooth and nail today the cows come home. At the end of the day, it's just like this. I'm hoping I'm still gonna, I'll have streaming access on this channel tonight around, I think, 4 a.m. because that's when this channel came online. This channel is, if you look in the About section, this channel's been around since 2007. This is the very first YouTube channel I own. I dusted it off, I've changed some information around, brought it back up so I can just be able to do regular content. If I can't do that, then I'll co-host something with Rogue. So it doesn't matter, YouTube, you're not going to get rid of me. I'm going to be stuck around here, and I'm going to be throwing up your ass. And if all the claims get rejected, I guess I'm going to have a second target to look at to shine the light down on scrupulous companies that need to be monitored and very heavily criticized. I'm hoping it's only gotta be Kamiso GmbH. Please do the right thing, YouTube. But I will try to put in a link below. Link to Antoine the Great's channel. Help with the Go List. Matt, you all know that I used to do shows with him over on his channel. Me and him's been friends for a long time. He's been a big help with this whole thing too. I'm actually gonna be going on his show tomorrow. I don't remember what time it is. I know sometime around evening time. I think it's like 6, 7, and 8 o'clock for me evening time on Help with the Gillis. I'm actually gonna be going on. I'm gonna be talking about the experiences that's going on, and I'm actually gonna be reading the email that I wrote with my personal information redacted out of it, as well as Kamiso's. You're a public company. I don't give a fuck. But I'm gonna be going through and reading the email, and I'm gonna be getting reactions to what's happening. I'm gonna be getting asked questions, and Antoine's gonna try and help me get some subscribers over here. But like I said, don't think it's gonna last long because I don't know how long this is gonna be up. I don't know how much of a hard ass YouTube's gonna be. I really hope it's not gonna be much of a hard ass. But if they are, I've got other ways that I can skin a cat. Thanks to a certain internet demon named Rogue. So if it comes down to it, that I'm gonna be a full member of GNF, not have my own thing, well, it is what it is. I can always edit the videos for Anime Watch Club and get them down to a format that is very easily watchable, and we'll put them up on Rogue's Retro Theater. At the end of the day, that's about all I can do. My hands are literally tied because of this. It's bullshit. I've spent I don't know how many days trying to contemplate, trying to figure out what to do and stuff like that. I can't sue. I'm waiting to get sued. I'm probably not going to get sued. And unless I get down one of those avenues of either me suing or me getting sued, I can only depend on YouTube, and YouTube's got more than likely signed with the fucking copyright striker because they have a higher, ratio of success than what I do. Facts be damned. So, sorry to drone on. I'm sorry to, sorry to really, kind of drive it down home. It is what it is. Yes, I'm full of piss and vinegar right now. I am so livid. I am so pissed I'm worn the fuck out. I can't, it's like, I can't even fucking express it no more. But, doesn't mean I'm gonna stop doing the things I do. So, with that, hopefully, Recaffeinator will be on tomorrow at the same time it always has. There will be a new change of how it's done. I'll be using the new intro instead of doing like a 30-minute, not 30-minute, 3 to 8 minute long song intro. I'm gonna try to get the format down to a little bit more manageable size, that like on Titty Twister on Rogue's channel is. He plays the intro and he goes on with it. He's given me this intro for like the last 8 months. I've done nothing with it. Now's the perfect time to do something with it. It will be renamed Recaffeinated with Sparky and Friends. I love Penn to death, but the way it seems like it's better if it's just Recaffeinated with Sparky and Friends because I don't know who else gotta be there. And it just makes more sense than saying Recaffeinated with Sparky, Penn, and Friends. So, with that, everyone have a good time. Thanks for all the support that everyone's given me. Yes, it's kind of soul crushing losing 516 subscribers. I spent 4.5 years building. But maybe this is the breath of fresh air I need. Maybe this is kind of kicking ass I needed to start something new. Maybe the old Sparky's Tech Corner got so stale and stagnant that it just couldn't grow anymore. Who knows? But the only thing you can do is move forward. And I'm not gonna let no tech company stop me from doing that. So, have a good night.